Welcome. This is a highlight video from the most recent episode of the Big Motor Small Blade podcast. Be sure to go to your favorite podcasting service to check out the full thing. Be sure to subscribe here on YouTube as well to check out more highlights and race content. Enjoy the video.
I don't know, but like I said, I thought it was a good race. I think, and I brought this up, and I'm going to elaborate more on it. I think Michigan should be, or I'm surprised. Maybe I don't know. I'm surprised it hasn't been considered a crown jewel race before. And here's why. It's in Motor City, or it's outside of Motor City. It's not in Detroit. But it's like it's up there where it's a huge. They always talk about how it's huge for the manufacturers, like for Ford and Chevy, and when we had Dodge, and you almost see like Ford is like they obviously want you to beat Chevy, but they damn sure want you to beat Toyota. They want it to come back home to Detroit, and I'm just shocked that it hasn't been. As much as the attitude we want to have of win on Sunday, sell on Monday, I'm surprised in the home of that, like that we don't consider this a bigger deal than it is. Because I mean, that's why I've always looked at it like, damn, Michigan, that's kind of a big deal, right? Like car companies are in the backyard. It's really the main race. You get to go to the factories and visit the Chevy and Ford employees, and Henry, you always see Etzel Ford at the damn track. And so I don't know. It's just my opinion. I think Michigan should maybe hold a little bit more weight than people give it credit for.
Well, and makes you
especially
wonder,
since we only have one. I'm sorry. I know, but yeah.
It makes you wonder maybe why it isn't. Is it just?
It's been around forever too.
Yeah,
It's hard 69. Nice.
Yeah, it's never felt that way, and it'd be hard to kind of start. It'd be kind of hard to start, just kind of getting to that point where we kind of view it that way. Yeah. I get your point for sure, but like I said in the post race video, I kind of feel like if you start adding more crown jewels, which is not really how crown jewels work, but if you start doing that, or trying to at least, it will eventually kind of water itself down.
Well, you know what would help all this?
What?
Is if we had shorter races on every other race on the schedule. Was not five. We don't need a 500-mile Texas. I'll keep harping on it. Everybody will keep harping on it.
We don't need any miles at Texas.
Yeah, exactly. But we need to have shorter races everywhere. Those like 300, 500K races, like we've been harping on for ever since 2020. The last time Kevin Harvick won. We've been saying that's like the perfect length for a race. But I think if you had like these specific races, Daytona, Darlington for the Southern 500, the 600, and even Michigan, have a 500-mile Michigan race as long as there's no other 500. Like, make it a big deal. Like, if you I don't know. I'm just saying Michigan as an example, just for the sake of we're talking about it right now, and I feel like that. I feel like it should be considered more of a big deal. And that way, those crown jewel events, one, they stick out because they're longer, and two, just build them up more. And I think you can have as many as you desire as long as they bring the crowd and they bring the prestige. And I think Michigan's a track that maybe I feel like should be considered a little bit more prestigious, just where it is.
Yeah. The once you start doing that, we get to that point, and I'm all for shorter races, obviously, but the only thing is you start to kind of have to make a call. Like, where do you draw this line? What race is worthy of being 400 or 500 miles? Where do you draw that line?
Well, I mean, you got your three: Darlington, Daytona, 600. Bristol Night Races, marquee event, always has been.
What Michigan, do you do about
Talladega? Talladega could suck a dick, dude. Like, Talladega can go shove it. Like, it's not the Winston 500 anymore. You don't get 500 miles. You get 500K, and here's the thing. I'm sounding like you now. Talladega, I mean, it's the same race. No matter what the length is, you're going to They're going to do something stupid in the beginning, then they're going to ride around, and then they're going to do something stupid at the end. It doesn't matter whether it's 500K, 700 miles. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's going to be the same result.
It kind of, well, yeah, that's essentially my point, but it's, well, not exactly. Where do you draw that line? Because what do you do about Martinsville? Do you do one that's like 300 and 400? What do you do about Richmond?
Could be 400.
Huh?
They could both be 400. I feel like Martinsville, you leave 400.
What do you do about Richmond? 300?
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Fuck it.
And I'm just my whole point.
More double headers too.
Oh, I agree. My point is just, where do you draw that line? Do you draw that line at Michigan at that point?
I feel like you have the three, obviously Daytona, Darlington, 600. Those are all obviously the big three. Is that the big three? Yes, Stephen Lewinder. And Bristol night race, obviously big deal. They go back to Indy, on the oval, sure. And then Michigan, because it's in damn manufacturers back. OEMs hold so much weight in this sport and hold so much power. And we're in their backyard and no one gives a shit. That's how I feel.
Part of it has to do with the racing hasn't been great the past few years.
That's
I
true.
would imagine.
Yeah. Maybe we should put it on a road course.
Oh boy.
Wait, I've heard that before. Anyway, getting away from that. That was just kind of my gripe. I've been thinking about that like all week. I think it'd be great if it was a crown jewel. Harvick would have just won another one. He would have had 6.
Well, there were 2 of them for a long time. So how many of those were crown jewels?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I like that that's the thing. I like that there's only one now.
Yeah, I think it's better.
Yeah.